Well, the effort to rebuild the Admiral Twin Drive-In is moving forward. The theater's owners are meeting with architects and contractors to develop a plan for a potential rebuild of the movie screens. They're also meeting with accountants to track the money coming through fundraising efforts. There are some who are curious about that fundraising. And News on 6 reporter Dan Bewley takes a closer look at why the owners are asking for help.
Immediately after the Admiral Twin was destroyed by a fire, co-owner Blake Smith said they wouldn't rebuild it because he couldn't get the wooden structure insured. But then a groundswell of support through T-shirt sales and bucket drops caused Smith to change his mind. This is what he told the News on 6 on Saturday.
In the sense it's changed that we will do our best to rebuild, but we are going to need help.
The help came through fundraisers. Online, a Facebook page has nearly 30,000 friends. The majority of the posts encourage people to donate. One says, "I'm sending in my $20. But there's also those who question why the co-owners are asking for money. This post, for example, asked, "I understand you might need a few donations, but why is it through our support you rebuild?" Another mentions that the Admiral Twin is not some mom-and-pop operation. Select Cinemas is the company that owns the Admiral Twin. It also operates Riverwalk Movies in Jinx and recently opened a new theater southeast of Dallas. Co-owner Blake Smith was in Texas and couldn't comment on camera, but he tells us they need the money to help rebuild because they still owe money on the Admiral Twin property, and they couldn't afford to take on another $100,000 or more in debt. He also says they're not as big a company as people think, saying there are just two owners and they also have debts on the other two theaters. Smith says they were caught off guard by the support and that we're going to do the right thing with the money. We're trying to do the best we can, put a plan together that makes the most sense. And Smith says they're not sure how much money is needed to rebuild the theater, but if they don't get enough donations, they will give the money to charity. Dan Bewley, the News on 6.